about 95% of them was beyond our help. There was nothing. We didn't know it, but if we'd overfed them or something, they'd have died right there, you know. And the one thing the one that got me most of all is there was, after we got into the camp and everything, you know, and oh God, the odor and the rats and the lice and oh my God, and this one old Jewish guy, he was nothing but skin and bones, and I sat down on the ground and held his head there in my arms, and I had a sea ration. I don't know if you're familiar with, and I had hash, and I had little pieces of potatoes in there, and he kind of looked up at me, and I'm not sure, but I think he smiled, and then he died right there, you know, and that was the hardest of all the stuff. That was the hardest one. That's one I remember the most.
Were there any German guards around when you came?
No, they were gone about 3 days before we got there. And those people didn't have nothing to eat or drink or anything for them. See, that's what killed all those ones that I showed you coming down, because they starved to death. No water, no nothing. They were just completely starved to death. You can't, sometimes I think you couldn't even see their eyes. They were so far back in their heads, you know, this. And probably 180-pound guys down to 80. You know, they were just, the thing that got me when the first barracks that I walked into, huts we call them, there was like 5 of them laying on top of each other, and the guy in the middle was dead. I mean alive. The other on top of that, but he was so weak that he couldn't even get out from under him. And that, you could smell all this, see, and you're wading into the feces and urine and trying to get them out of there.